everyone, welcome back to a new vlog. Today we are working on something very exciting. We're going to be closing in this side wall of our porch. Well, we are going to close in the porch and make it a side wall, I guess I should say. So the plan is to create a level of privacy from our back porch to our neighbors. As you can see, there's stuff in the background there. We have been wanting to do this since we built the porch. We knew that this was going to be a plan. Just darn sure didn't expect it to happen this fast. However, with Thanksgiving around the corner, we decided to host this year, which was really fun and exciting for us because we don't typically host like people coming. Like, we've had Thanksgiving dinner here a few times with just a couple people show up, like Dylan's mom and his sister and brother and stuff, but we're actually having quite a few people come over, and I am so excited. We've been doing the birthday parties here, and a lot of that's due to the fact that we've worked so hard on the outdoor space, and we have this massive outdoor living space to share with our family and friends now and entertain and have fun. And it's so different from whenever we first bought our house and we didn't have the room to do that. So now that we're finally getting to that point, I want everybody over all the time. Like, I'm so excited. Now if I could just keep it clean, if I can just stop working on all these little projects for a little bit and just have a clean space, we'd be golden. But right now we have been working on this and that, and if you ever come over to my house unannounced, you best believe you're going to see some type of project midway. There's a mess. There's always something. There's like a trash pile somewhere, or like it's always chaotic around here, but it's coming together. And pretty soon, I think we're going to hit the point where we're going to end up being able to take some time off for projects for a while, and it'll just be more so of like a cosmetic updates. I really want to start working on patio furniture and like styling my spaces a little bit. We've just been in the middle of a lot of DIYs recently, and I've been really enjoying sharing those with you guys. I hope you've enjoyed watching them too. Before we get any further into the project, I want to take a quick moment and thank Novilla for sponsoring today's video. I've been really excited to upgrade our mattress for a while. Dylan and I both suffer with lower back pain, and all these projects we've been working on, we have been definitely overdoing it, and sleep is sacred, and we have been sleeping like rotisserie chicken, tossing and turning and overheating. So I am so ready to get a good night's rest, and I know I'm going to because I've had this exact mattress in the past. It was actually a long time ago when we first bought our house. We got the Novilla mattress, and eventually, like over time, we ended up having to switch it out, and I am so glad to have my Novilla mattress back. This is the Novilla Bliss memory foam mattress. It uses nano gel memory foam, which basically absorbs your heat and keeps you cool all night. So if you're a hot sleeper like me, this is a game changer. And the mattress is ACA certified for healthy spine support, which means that it distributes your pressure evenly and actually supports your body's natural curves. And I'm telling you, I immediately felt a difference. We've already been sleeping on it. This will be the third night. But like I said, I've had this mattress in the past, so I can definitely tell you I stand behind it. But just the one night on it, Dylan and I both woke up that next day and we're like, okay, yes, like this is what we needed all this time. We just needed a good mattress, something that's supportive but yet soft at the same time. And I just feel like this mattress is the perfect balance. I truly haven't slept this good in a while. And the one thing I really like about this bed in particular is it does have the removable washable cover. So kids, pets, life, things happen. You just unzip it, clean it, put it back on. The value is unmatched as well. It's genuinely one of the best mattresses for under $500. And trust me, we've tried a lot of them, and this is definitely the best. Plus, they have also been a top seller with amazing reviews for years, so you can check out other people's opinions as well, not just take my word for it. You get a 100-night trial, a 30-day refund, and 10-year warranty, so clearly they stand behind their quality. If you want a cooler sleep, better back support, and a mattress that won't blow your budget, check out the Novilla Bliss. The link will be down below along with my code so you can get your own blissful sleep. Now, to share a little bit more about this project and why we chose to do this in particular, the main reason is you can see their porch there in the background. That's where they hang out, and then as you can imagine, we hang out right here, so it can get a little competitive as far as like sound goes. When they're hanging out talking and they have their music going, or their grandkids over, or we're outside, like it's pretty loud. So adding this wall, the closed-in wall, is going to give some noise. It's going to block some of the noise. So not only for us, but for them as well. So it's going to be great for that. But also because of the sun. So the sun does come up and around, and it is brutal out here in the summer. So all this is going to help keep us cool all summer long. So that's a big thing for us. We still get plenty of sunlight. All the other areas are wide open. The whole porch, I think the whole thing is 22 by 11 foot. 22 by 11 is how big our porch is. So a whole lot of it is still wide open. It's just this one wall that's closed in. And some people over on TikTok were asking if it was gonna, well, actually, they were just saying that it was gonna block all the wind and we were gonna be so hot under here. And that is not the case at all. We get plenty of breeze. Actually, as a matter of fact, the wind comes from the opposite direction 99% of the time. So we get a nice breeze no matter what. This actually helps keep us cooler because we don't have the sun blaring on our back or on our neck from this direction. Something else too is why we decided to use the wood instead of just closing it in with like metal or in a different way, because there was a couple options. I originally was going to do like a fireplace, but ultimately that took up some square footage, and we want to keep it very simple, clean, crisp out here so it's easy to take care of. Now, the reason for the wood slat wall is because I knew that we were going to stain the pool deck, and I felt like staining the pool deck was going to be great, but there was no wood element under here. We ended up painting the entire porch black because we wanted the metal roof to be black, and it was easier just to spray it all at the same time than trying to tape it all off and stain the wood and then spray paint the metal roof. It was just much easier to spray it all black, and I actually love the way the porch looks black. But at that point, we were like, oh, well, what if we just keep this wood exposed and we stain it, and then we'll stain the deck the same color. That way it ties the two in together and it looks intentional. So that is what we decided to do. So yeah, now I'm going to go ahead and work on staining. I'm going to quickly sand down this pin line whenever Dylan marked the boards, because on the opposite side is where we have the 2x4 framed out. So he did end up putting screws on this side, so that way everything's nice and attached and secure and sturdy. And he ended up using a pen to draw the line and didn't think about it, because typically we use pencil and I can erase it. He used the pen because he had it on hand, like available to him, and it made a line and I couldn't get it off. So I ended up having to sand it all down, and thankfully you couldn't tell whenever I stained it. So I sanded that down and then did like a rough sanding on the entire thing. This was really not necessary, but I just wanted to kind of lighten the wood a little bit, so that way the areas that I sanded a lot were not as noticeable. And then I ran to Lowe's. I picked up some stain and sealer. This is the Valspar stain and sealer mix. I love this product. We use this on our fence and it's held up great. We used it on our old patio cover deck, and it was amazing too. It kept the wood really nice for a long time. So we're using that exact same product on the deck and this wall, and I'm using the color Canyon Brown. Now, this is a color that you can buy right off the shelf, which is really nice. You don't even have to go up to the paint counter and have it mixed. You simply walk into Lowe's, grab the color right off the shelf, come home, stir it well, and then start staining. So love that for me, because I don't have to sit there and wait for them to mix anything. But this was actually not intentional. I wanted a different color. They just couldn't mix it at Lowe's. She said that they didn't have it in stock or something. So I was like kind of bummed. I was like, oh my gosh, what am I going to do? This was the next closest color to it. And I think it was it ended up working out well. It ended up being a little bit more rich, like orange, than I expected, but as it dries, it does tone out, like it tones down a little bit. It's not super orange once it dries, and I think over time, being here in the sun, especially the pool deck, it'll definitely fade with time. So I'm gonna just roll with it at this point. And that little tool I was using, it worked great as far as getting it done quick, but it was leaving little fibers all in the wood, and it was super noticeable. So I ended up deciding not to use it and just ended up painting this entire wall by hand. And I say the entire wall like it's a big wall. It's not that big, but I feel like whenever you're staining, you would think that it would make your hand or wrist sore, but I promise the stain goes on so smooth that it really is simple and easy and not hard work at all. And it's water-based too, which is nice. So if you do happen to get it on you, it does come off really easy, and it's also not super duper strong. You know how some stains will literally kick you out of your own house? This is not like that at all, I promise.
Making moves, trying to get away from this life I'm living. Same old things every day, wanna change this feeling. Wasting no more time, don't care about what you're saying. Try to keep me down, no time for all your playing. Yeah, even if you doubt me now, you should know I don't care about the things you say. Yeah, I don't even know what I want no more, no more, no more. Yeah, I'ma figure out what to do with all my time, my new life. Yeah, I don't even know what to do right now, right now, right now. Yeah, I'ma figure out what to do with all my time, my new life. Yeah, I don't wanna try again, try again, try again, try again. I don't wanna try again, try again. All we had were those memories, time to make some new ones. Sun is up, I'm wide awake, we're not getting younger. If you still love me, then please just let me go. I won't stay with you, I need to live my own life. Yeah, even if you doubt me now, you should know I don't care about the things you say. Yeah, I don't even know what I want no more, no more, no more. Yeah, I'ma figure out.
One great thing about this product is it does dry super fast. So by the time you're done working on the bottom, the top is already dry and you can go in with your second coat or third coat, whatever you prefer. I have found that this product works great with just one coat alone, but there were a couple areas where I did do a second coat just because of the simple fact that I was jumping around as I was staining and it was creating some random lines on the wall. So I did have to go in with another coat once it dried. But while that coat is drying, I'm going to go ahead and clean up out here. I did want to share with you guys, I did find a home for the round table and 4 chairs, which makes me really sad to say out loud. I'm really excited for my brother and sister-in-law to take it and be able to use it at their house. It'll fit perfectly in their space, the color, the shape, everything. But I'm sad because oh, I can't even talk about it. I know I shared in a recent vlog that I didn't ever want to get rid of that table because the kids had done so much artwork. We've had so many amazing memories around that table, but I know that those memories will stay with me with or without the table. And we really needed a new table that was a little bigger for our family, for in the living or in the dining room. And so I'm super grateful for the new table. It's just hard to sometimes let go of little things. And while I don't really have a sentimental attachment to a lot, for some reason the table is hard for me. So yeah, I'm sad to see it go, but excited that they're going to get some use out of it and it won't get ruined out here, because while it's worked out here for the past couple weeks because it hasn't been raining, once we hit rainy season, that table will get completely destroyed being outside because of the moisture here. So anyway, yeah, I'm going to pull that table out of the way because they're going to be taking that very soon, and just kind of setting up this space the way that I want it to be laid out, and then blowing off the porch. And then watch this. That cracked me up. It's like, seriously, why does it shoot right underneath the pool deck? And I can't even get it. I'll have to get the little grabber to be able to get it out from underneath there. Now, at this moment in time, I was starting to second guess the color. I'm not going to lie to you. I love the natural wood color. It's light, it's bright, but I also realized that it's only light and bright because it's already faded so much. Like when we first got the pool deck done, it was like a pretty rich orange wood, and just within the past couple months, it's already faded to this more white wood. And so if we do not stain it and seal it, it's going to be ruined in no time. So I'm going for it. And this color is a little bit more on the rich side than I originally expected it to be, but I do think it turned out beautiful and I'm really happy with it. But before we can get staining, I did need to go ahead and sand off any of the little printed writing that's on the boards or just any rough patches I wanted to hit really quick, just to kind of make sure that there's no imperfections once I start staining, so I can just work right through and get it done as quickly as possible. Once again, just to refresh your memory as far as the stain goes, it's the Valspar Stain and Sealer Mix. It's an exterior stain, and this is the color Canyon Brown, and I did use the transparent stain. So that is what I'm going to be using on the pool deck. Now, by the time we got to this point, I did go back to the store and I did get some better products. Actually, wait, no, I didn't. At this point, I ended up using y'all are going to laugh. This is my self-tanning mitt is what I was using to stain the deck to start with, because I didn't have the little staining mitts, and I actually saw that on a reel one time where someone took a self-tanner mitt and used that to stain her spoolies in her, like on her staircase. So I was like, oh, this is going to be great. So I ran and grabbed that and it worked amazing. But over time, it got to the point where it was like so hard to use and get a grip on. So the next time I went to the store, I did pick up some staining mitts that are actually meant for this, and they are a game changer. So if you're going to be staining anything, a lot of anything, definitely get the staining mitts. They do make a difference, and if you're worried about your hand inside getting all full of stain, it won't. Trust me, it will not. Dylan and I both had a mitt on our hand. Towards the end of the video, you'll see us using it, and not once did we get any stain through the mitt onto our hand. So those are really nice, but this is the part where I was using the self-tanner mitt. Like I said, it worked great until I couldn't get a grip on it anymore because my glove kept slipping. But once you get the staining mitt, you'll never go back. So while I am moving very fast, I want you to know that this was a very slow process. If you want it to look good, you have to take your time and really buff in the lines. So it did take a lot longer than I expected. And there were a couple mishaps, a couple drips and runs, and I was a little bummed that there was some of that happening. But the only thing you can do is let it dry and sand it off, which I ended up having to do a little bit of that over here on this side of the railing. But Dylan ultimately came home home was just like, you're overthinking it. It's not that serious. Just stain it and get it done. So that's what I ended up doing.
When I was lost and hopeless, when I was at my worst, it's grace that you extended that I did not deserve. I am so amazed by all you have done. I cannot explain the depth of your love. Limits can't contain the heart of you, God. I'm amazed at the depth of your love. Your mercy came and found me, gave me a second birth. I'm overwhelmed and grateful. You took what I deserve. I am so amazed by all you have done. I cannot explain the depth of your love. Limits can't contain the heart of you, God. I'm amazed at the depth of your love. And I am so amazed by all you have done. I cannot explain the depth of your love. Limits can't contain the heart of you, God. I'm amazed at the depth of your love. Hallelujah. Love has made a way. Hallelujah. Forever I give thanks. Hallelujah. Love has made a way. Hallelujah. Yeah, forever I give thanks. Oh, and I am so amazed by all you have done. I cannot explain the depth of your love. Limits can't contain the
And this was our final day. We had finished the upper deck, the side, and this was just Sunday morning. We decided to go ahead and knock it out one last time, and he started on one side, I started on the other, and we just got to town and thankfully got it done. It took us about an hour to finish this section. Now, if you're wondering why I didn't just seal it, the main reason for that is because I didn't want to have yellow wood. And I knew that even though this wood has already faded to more of like a white washed wood from the sun, I knew that if I just added a sealant, it was going to turn it yellow, because I tried a sample in the corner. I tried many samples, actually, you guys. Like, I have sampled for over a month different colors and just secretly trying to figure out which one I liked the best, and ultimately it just boiled down to this being the one that was a pretty natural rich oak that also wasn't too orange or too red. I didn't want anything that was too neutral either, because I wanted it to have that pop of like richness to it. I wanted it to feel like it was complete. And that was one thing about the deck, is it just didn't look finished because it was just all exposed raw wood. And I think adding this color it really elevated it. But I know that y'all are really great judges too, so feel free to let me know what you think. Something though I did want to also point out is that the railing is still not done. We had a post, or like one rail going, but the sun, it being in the direct sun, has warped the wood and it actually started to crack. So I ended up just taking that board down because I knew it wasn't going to hold up over time. Even after staining it and sealing it, it was already messed up. So we talked about different options as far as the railing goes, what we're going to do. I don't really want to have the little spindles or whatever they're called. I don't really want it to feel closed off. I like having just the horizontal lines, just something really clean and simple and classic. So I think we're going to take 2x4s and actually use those as the railings, so that way I know they're not going to warp or bend or anything like that, especially once we seal them. They'll last a long time. So that is the game plan as far as the railing goes. So we'll definitely have to get that done before the summer hits and we end up in the pool again. But in the meantime, I'm just going to stain this post and make it look decent for now. So after getting the deck stained, we did go ahead and get the TV out of our room, and we're going to actually hang that one out here. The plan was to get one for Black Friday, but we never ended up getting one, so now we have no TV in our room, and our TV is out here. But we do plan on getting a cover for it, so not to worry about like the moisture and stuff. It should be okay. I mean, a lot of our family and friends have like TVs outside, and they just cover it, and it's been okay. So I'll keep you updated. Of course, this is the oldest TV we had. This is why we chose to put this one outside instead of the other ones. But yeah, we got that mounted, and then that's pretty much it for today's video. Thank you guys so much for hanging out, watching. I will be sharing an update soon, giving you guys like a little tour of all the projects that we've accomplished recently and just kind of where we are at this moment. But thank you guys so much for hanging out today. I really hope you enjoyed the vlog. I appreciate you watching, and I will see all of you in my next video. Bye, y'all.